thing I wanted to show you one of my favorites. You remember Lost in Space?
I do.
This is the Danger, Danger, Will Robinson. This is the little robot from there. But you know, there was a tragic thing. The gentleman that did the voice of the robot, he just passed away recently.
Oh.
His name was Dick Tufeld. He was well into his 90s, if I remember right. Cancer survivor, all that kind of stuff. Just finally just wore out. But here's a little tribute to you, Dick. We miss your voice. So, Sergio, what do you say we bring out our first guest?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, from the beautiful little town of Emmetsburg, Iowa, we have the executive director, not just any director, but the executive director of their Chamber of Commerce. Please welcome Deb Hite. Hey, that's really great. Deb, hey, thanks for coming up tonight. We really appreciate that a lot. Now, tell us a little bit about Emmetsburg.
Well, Emmetsburg's kind of straight south of Sweet Swine County.
Okay.
Down along Highway 18 and Highway 4 in northwest Iowa.
Okay.
We're a town about, I'd say 3,900 people. And one of our main festivals that we have in Emmetsburg is the St. Patrick's Day celebration.
That's right. There's a lot of Irish roots there in
there
Emmetsburg.
Is.
No, like the name of the town, didn't that come from an Irish guy or something?
Well, actually, came from an Irish patriot, Robert Emmett. But Robert Emmett really actually was an Englishman. But he didn't. That's right. But he did not care for the way that the Irish Catholics were being treated, and so he went to fight for freedom and ended up being hanged at the very young age of age 25.
Wow. But they named the town after him then.
They did. At that time, a lot of Irish were impressed with him, and he was like one of the human rights activists at the time. And so the early settlers of Emmetsburg in the 1800s and mid-1800s still thought very highly of him, and so they named the town after Robert Emmett.
So if you've got a big Irish core there in town, I'm sure that somewhere around the middle of March you got a pretty big festival going on there.
That's right, we do. Right around St. Patty's Day. Yes. Anytime that weekend of the 17th of March. Some weekends it falls on the 17th, sometimes it doesn't. We have a big celebration, and usually the biggest day is Saturday, of course, with a big parade and lots of things for family and to do, adults and children alike.
Cool. Well, tell us about some of the stuff that you got going on there. What all is going to happen over that festival time?
Well, any parade has to have a queen, right?
Okay.
Any festival. So the week before, the Sunday before on that weekend, there's a pageant for Little Miss. So we have anywhere from ages 5 to 16. There's 3 different Little Miss, Shamrock, Little Lassie, and Irish Miss pageants. And then the Saturday of the weekend of the Friday, of the weekend of the event, then there is a Miss Shamrock pageant where it's for the high school girls.
Oh, okay.
And Miss Iowa sometimes comes and visits, and so it's a big to-do. So we have the royalty, and then on Saturday we have the big parade. We usually have an Irish dignitary that comes from Ireland, comes over from their parliament, and spends the week with us, and it's really a big deal.
So that person's like the grand marshal of the parade or whatever?
That's right.
Well, is there other things going on there during that time? Is there what is it like? Corned beef and cabbage feeds and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, there is. Yes, there's a dinner on Saturday that they have that at the Multipurpose Senior Center.
Okay.
And they have when you think of St. Patty's, you think of parties and green beer and stuff. But in Emmetsburg, when St. Patrick's Day, it's just like Christmas. Everybody comes home, and so they have really built it into a family celebration. They have let's see. I got to check my notes because they have so many new things this year.
Well, let's hear about them.
Okay. We're going to have a pedal tractor pull for ages ages 4 to 11. Kind of reminds me of your little car down here, but in the tractor. And that's going to be sponsored by the Farm Credit Services of America.
Okay.
And then they'll have caricatures by Kyra, and that's for the children. Face painting. They're going to have a juggler with yellow shoes.
A juggler
with yellow shoes show. Okay. And then something I heard you talking about earlier, we're having a chainsaw artist, and guess who it is?
The guy from Storm Lake.
Yes, Jeff Klatt.
Wow, imagine that.
Yeah, he's going to be having a show.
That's a little serendipitous, isn't it?
Serendipitous, I like that word. Is that Irish?
I don't believe so.
Anyway, sounds like something a leprechaun might say.
Yeah.
But, yes. Anyway, Mr. Klatt is going to be doing some artistry, and then he is going to have a auction, and they're going to auction off what he does that day.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And then in the afternoon, of course, the parade will be from 1 to about 3:30, and then there's a big social gathering of the clans afterwards, and that's really a fun time for the adults. There's a lot of music. The Irish minstrels come and sing, and they are from up here in Minnesota. I think that's somewhere around Sweet Swain County here, isn't it?
Well, Sweet Swain County is close to Minnesota, close to Iowa. We're right there. So that's great.
And then, let's see, there's a magic show again that evening. And then on Sunday, it ends up with a pancake breakfast and a trap shoot.
Oh, the only thing better than pancakes? More pancakes. Hey, Deb, let me tell you, it's really been great having you here tonight. Is there, a resource that our viewers, especially our viewers at home, can check out all the things that are going on there?
Oh, absolutely. The St. Pat's Association is out of the Irish gift shop in Emmetsburg, and they have a website, and it's emmetsburgirishgifts.com. And all the schedule is there, plus items that you could get at the gift shop, too.
Well, great. Hey, I tell you what we've got to do right now is we've got to go look at some other things that are going on outside Sweet Swain County. Folks, stick with us. We're going to be right back.